to the goal.
Raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First play, first pass for Brady. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And this play still live. He faked the strike, going to throw it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Brady. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 33. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
You think you better me and keep blitzing me, kid. You're going to pay the price.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The whole storyline in this fucking game. That's the reason why he keeps stopping. Keep blitzing. That's what he's doing.
The 7th play now of this
he's
opening
slow with
drive.
this shit, but not man 25 or man 26.
Now Brady. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw is Brady. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jordan Reed, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow steps away to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's intercepted.
How is that interception? Please explain.
And the Patriots
You gotta glitchy stuff just to get the interception. Glitchy stuff, kids.
Points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that.
I didn't know shit. This glitchy play, man. I even got you give it with this game.
They wondered if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands.
Here we go.
They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths
How is that roughing, bro? Please
to
explain.
protect star quarterbacks, but
Please explain. How is that roughing, bro? I didn't even touch the quarterback, bro. What do you mean, bro?
We're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
He just bailed out in the fucking game. Bailed out.
Even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Bailed out.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Perry.
Now look.
First down
No
screen
bailed out
pass
the
for
fucking game.
5. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Always getting bailed out. Getting bailed out. One point.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football.
Every good play, you
As
gotta
they are
do. You gotta
looking
do
at a
this play.
2nd and 5 situation.
I already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna do a missing play just to win this game. That's what he's gonna do,
Here we
kid.
go. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
Like I said, this is play. Like
They
that.
work this well upfield across the 45.
Against the quarterback. Yes.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Blitz coming and down he goes. And Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the save.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
This is Mary. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1.
I mean, this getting lucky, kid.
8-0 our score with 2
Getting
minutes
lucky,
left
that's
in
it.
the second quarter.
21. Pitching your linebackers constantly over and over and over. Covering that too tall Jones. That too tall Jones that's going to save your life.
Now Brady. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing now is Brady. Looking in zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Looking in zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Brady going to throw. Touchdown, Bears! From 10 yards out, and the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And he's able to break out a one tackle, but they're quickly brought down. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man.
How we do DC plays, kid? That what you gonna do to win? Ready? DC plays?
Play action. It's Burrow. Quick throw there.
That what you gotta do DC plays to win? Kid?
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
11. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. Now the Patriots are going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the left side, it's complete.
Man, luck, man.
He's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
You know, everything he's doing is low. It's low. That's my defense, bro. Put 8 boxes, put eight guys in the box.
Now it's first and goal. Burrow will throw. Touchdown.
I said put 8 guys in the box. Let me throw the ball. That's it.
And the Patriots are on the board here in the
That's it, really?
of the first half.
That's what you gotta do. Score. Put 8 guys in the box constantly over and over again. Ready? That's what I do.
And that'll make our score.
I don't do it against you. It's gonna do it against me. You say you score, kid.
For the Patriots as they send this one away.
You gotta do this play score, kid. I really don't need to play score. So I think it's me.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Looking downfield for Jones.
Just look. Just look how lucky this kid. Look how he's coming into the zone. Look how lucky this kid. How he covers the 2 Jones like that. Just look. They want him to win. Just look.
That's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That's what it's blocked. That's it. Put 8 guys in the box. Really, bro? You say you want to throw the ball?
It's setting the tone in this game.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing. Forget. Ridiculous, shit. Nice good sack.
Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
The 8 guys in the box should be
18
scoring.
yards here on third down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been...
It's caught at the 10. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will...
I mean, dude, it was literally glad to see us play, kid. What do you mean, bro?
So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
No respect for you, kid.
Downfield there, but it lines up fully incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they let this well upfield across the 45.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
11 mighty. 11.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Well, they need designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much action here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Brady. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure this out.
Tom Brady, flash mobility.
Tom Brady, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears add 6 to their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there, because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Brady's going to look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that moves their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
I'm one, ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
A touch.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism.
Playoff chat. What do you mean, bro? I'm in the playoff.
Let me know what you want to do. If you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die.
Well, I gotta go chat. I'll be back. I will see y'all in a minute. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all a little bit.